Kill them off. The Fast and Furious franchise needs to kill off at least half their characters, at least, in the final movie. I don't care if it's a final movie, it needs to happen, and I know exactly who you need to start with. I'm going to give you all the characters that need to die and the characters that probably should live, in order to end this off in a way that's not completely disgraceful, annoying, and pathetic and laughable to fans everywhere, which there probably will be anyways, but who cares? And I plead with the makers of this franchise, please, for the love of God, you need to have some consequences in this damn movie. This series went from some heist stuff with street races, with a bunch of people that were actually people, characters that were people, to immortal gods who were stoic as hell. Boring, stoic Mary Sues. Every single one of them. Dominic Toretto being the worst of the bunch, but all of them know how to fight. They're expert martial artists, expert marksmen, expert assassins, expert drivers, expert everything. High IQ, intelligent, genius level IQ people who can hack into anything. Even Dominic Toretto, who's a freaking beer Corona drinking engine mechanic who once owned a restaurant. Now he can create hackers and put them into necklaces and spy on people and hand-to-hand fight the best assassins in the world like they're nothing and survive anything. Here, we're going to start with who you cannot kill. Alright? Letty. I don't actually particularly like Letty. I know a lot of people like Letty, and people have gone crazy at me for thinking this woman's annoying. Listen, I don't care for her. I don't care for her. That's the thing. I've never found her interesting. She was interesting before she died, and then after that I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck. Let's move on. But you can't kill her because she already died. We've already had that arc. We're not going to repeat it. She's the mother of Dom's son. You probably need her to stick around. Mia. Am I just saying she should live because I find her really hot? Maybe, but I want to make something very clear right now. I think the entire O'Connor, like Brian's family, should be untouched. Just leave them alone. Mia can be in the final movie, but you can't kill Dom's sister in the final movie, in my opinion. That's just a bit too dark. That's a bit too crazy. That's a bit too wild, alright? Keep Mia around. Sexy as hell. Dom's son. You probably... What are we gonna do? Kill Dom's son? The whole last movie, the reason his brother Jacob died in the last film was to protect Dom's son. It would make no sense to kill Dom's son off. It's the son. They're not gonna kill a kid, right? And you know what? I wouldn't want them to either. It just wouldn't make sense for the final film. I do think in the final film you need to murder a lot of people, just not him. Sexy Daniela Melchior, who plays the sister of Ilsa, the woman that Dominic Toretto impregnated. Just keep her around because she's sexy. That's it, in my opinion. And she's a good replacement for that character. There's not a lot of new characters you can kill off either. This is the problem. They've overloaded the cast now. Rome. He's the only person in the cast. I know a lot of people might want him dead. He's the only person in the cast who has a sense of humor. He's the only character who is human. Who literally references, how the hell are we not dying right now? This shit's crazy. None of this makes sense. You're all idiots. He's the only person saying it, and he gets roasted by them. They're all NPCs, and he's the only one who realizes he's in a video game. Keep him around. Han. You've already killed him. You've already had that arc. No need to do it again. Everyone likes Han. Brian. They're bringing Brian back. They're going to use AI to do it. I guarantee you they're going to have his brother voice him. Some people might find it disgraceful what is happening. Are they going to kill off Brian? A lot of people will be pissed off that you killed off Brian. Especially because it's a kind of sensitive subject matter with Paul Walker dying. What, are you going to kill him in a freaking car accident? No, they're not going to kill Brian. They've already given him a send-off. They're bringing him back for the final movie. It's like a reunion thing. They're not going to kill Brian. And you probably shouldn't, because people are going to lose their fucking minds, and the controversy is going to be crazy. Now, when I say kill them off, I really want you to nuke these people badly, alright? I want the bang for the buck here. We're gonna start it off. I want them dead! I mean dead. Tej? I know a lot of people are gonna say, why Tej? Why Tej? Tej is a punk-ass bitch. That's why. Tej went from really likable, chill dude in Too Fast, Too Furious, and okay, decent in Fast 5, Fast 6, to I have no personality. Ludacris is phoning it in. I'm a hacker who can do anything. And by the way, I'm going to insult Rome and fuck with Rome all the time, even though Rome is the only one being real. They had a whole beef last movie where they almost got into a fist fight. Why? Because Tej was being a piece of shit friend who's simping for Ramsey. And because he wants to simp for Ramsey and bang her, he's going to throw Rome under the bus when Rome's the only one here speaking truth. In Fast 9, Rome was like, bro, we're all living through the stupidest things. We should all be dead 10 times over. How are we not dead? There's something weird here. And Tej is like, bro, you're a dumbass. You're a dumbass. Just took an appeal to Ramsey. Simp-ass piece of shit. Kill him off right away. Get him hit. I want him hit by a truck. I want him hit by a truck. Ramsey, I'm 50-50 on. You either kill her or you kill Tej. You need to kill one of them, not both. They're both useless. I can't have both two hackers who are OP. Kill them both. They both contribute fucking nothing. I say leave her because you set up a romance between her and Rome. I don't give a fuck if Tej is dead. Oh, but Rome doesn't want to steal Tej's girl. It was never Tej's girl. Fuck Tej. Let him burn in hell. Leave Ramsey alone. I'm fine with that. I think Nathalie Emmanuel's hot as shit too. Keep her. You want the eye candy? Keep her. That's it. I don't care about her as a character, but keep her. She was a newbie that came along. Tej's death would mean more because he's an OG. It would be like, oh shit, you know? I'm being strategic here. Gal Gadot's character has been brought back for no reason. Kill her off again. I don't give a fuck. You can do it. I don't care. I want her dead again within the first 30 minutes of the movie. This woman cannot act. I'm not letting her stink up the screen with her bad acting. And I know that says a lot because the Fast and Furious cast itself, they're not filled with Oscar-worthy actors or anything. But she makes them look like Oscar-worthy actors. And listen, I know that Gal Gadot's hot. I know a lot of people are going to defend her, but like, she's so attractive, she's so fun. I understand it. I'm a straight man, and if I don't care if you're straight, LGBTQ, you know this woman's hot. But all I'm going to say, it does not matter. Her character adds nothing to the story. Oh, but she's going to be there because her and Han need to have the reunion. Why? Why do we give a shit? Both of them should have stayed dead, realistically, if there were any consequences to this franchise, but we brought Han back. What, are you going to bring his girl back too? This guy went on a full character arc after her death, and we're going to remove all that. That's the thing. There's no consequences. Remove her. Kill her off again. You know what you should do, by the way? You should make her have some... I'm teaching you exactly how you're going to... When I'm saying kill these characters off, I'm actually going to show you what the best way to do it is. Gal Gadot's character, you can say she's not actually Gal Gadot. She's a psyop created by them to infiltrate Dom's family. MK Ultra level shit. Maybe she's Gal Gadot, but her brain's gone, like she's brainwashed or something, or she's just someone who looks like her. And Han figures it out, and there's like an assassination attempt on him and Dom's life by her, and they end up having to dispatch her. That'd be fucking awesome, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be sick? Of course they don't want to do it because, oh, family, we all need to bring everyone back. Slap the shit out of every single one of you. Kill her. Charlize Theron's character. She's a villain who's gonna be part of the family. We already know that because she helped bring Gal Gadot back into the fold. She's a good person now. I know what they're trying to do with this character. No, she doesn't deserve to be part of the family. At least Jason Statham didn't violently, brutally murder anyone in the family. Han was alive. This woman killed the mother of Dom's child, and we're gonna let her back into the family barbecue? I want her dead. I want her gone. I want her removed. And you know what? Dom, if you bring her back into the family, you're the worst character in existence. You're literally the worst character in all of fiction. You deserve to get your head chopped off. And you know what? Jason Momoa's Dante should be the one to kill her. Just kill her off. Make it quick. I need Gal Gadot and her to be dispatched. Instantly. Jason Statham, at this point, I want to keep Jason Statham because I like Shaw's character, but it's a 50-50. Bro, there's nothing left for him. He had his spin-off movie with Dwayne. He had a scene where for some reason Han was able to keep up with him in hand-to-hand combat, which is one of the stupidest things I've ever seen in my life. This dude is beyond any of these street racer fucks. If you have nothing for this character, just kill him. Make him have a noble sacrifice, and that's another holy shit moment. I don't want him to die. I would rather the entire family dies instead of him, but you know what? For the last movie, there's just no... If they do bring him into the last movie, which they might not, because this whole movie will be overloaded, and too much money will be going to the cast that asked for millions in their contract. But if he's in there, just remove him. Kill him. I don't want them to, but logically that's what needs to happen. There's nothing left. Have him have a noble sacrifice, and that's it. Brie Larson. Listen, I didn't mind her character in Fast 10. I don't give a shit either. At the same time, she's Mr. Nobody's daughter because Kurt Russell doesn't want to return to this franchise for some reason. I don't blame him at this point. I'm 50-50 on her. Keep her, take her, leave. I don't give a shit. And in fact, just forget she exists. And then the final. The man himself. I've never seen a character who has outlived death through the course of the entire franchise he led. Ethan Hunt has nothing on him. John Wick has nothing on him. Dominic Toretto is the One Punch Man, Saitama of this entire franchise. He needs to fucking die. I know he survived everything. Not even a nuke dropping on him, a ground zero nuke explosion dropping on him will kill him, but still. I know that Vin Diesel wants Dom to be alive at the end of this. I know Vin Diesel doesn't want him to die. Vin Diesel wants Dominic Toretto to be a god among men. A god. But if I was in charge of this shit, none of that would be happening, okay? I know that Vin Diesel is going to pull a Tito Ortiz and say, no, I want Dom to be able to not only live with his kids at the end, but maybe even outlive them because of how much of a god he is. I know what Vin Diesel wants. I think Dominic Toretto needs to get killed in a final confrontation with Dante where he takes them both out and sacrifices himself for his son and his family. He needs to die for his son. That's realistically how it should end. And I know it's cliche and predictable, but I need him to go out like Logan did in the movie Logan. That's what needs to happen. If there's any consequences to the storyline at all, which is, the story is useless, we know that, but if there's any consequences, if there's anything that matters in the story, kill him. Dominic Toretto needs to die. I dare them to do it. I dare you, Vin Diesel and people who are making Fast and Furious, to do this. If you're bringing Paul Walker or Brian O'Connor back, this movie cannot be happy-go-lucky reunion, everyone's okay, we're going to wrap it up in a nice little bow. I've seen this story happen multiple times now. It needs to end with death. Death. Starting with Tej. Ending with Dom. Do it! All these characters are mentally ill. Or they're immortal. They're either mentally ill imagining all of this, or they're immortal. We need to end. We need to end it. Either there's a twist where Dom ends up waking up in a psychiatric hospital and this is all in his head, or somebody's gotta die. Bring the fucking T-Rex in at the end of it. Connect Jurassic World, might as well, and G.I. Joe, and then have Snake Eyes chop this fucker's head off.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are on a mission to take over Hollywood. But the army must keep growing. If you want to suggest video topics to me, or talk about your favorite movies or favorite film theories in a community with like-minded individuals, join the Zafy Discord now. Link is in the description and the comment section as well. Join us. This movement is just beginning. We're taking over Hollywood, one coke line at a time.